Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Sam or Burns, and welcome back to the Duke Blue Devils Dynasty here on my channel. This week, the 23rd ranked Duke Blue Devils play host to the Troy Trojans. So getting right into the action, Troy starting off with the ball handing off to the running back right there, and he's got a lot of room on the right side, out across midfield already. Brandon Burks with a 30-yard run on the first play of the game. Very next play, Burks once again making people miss, making this Blue Devils team look silly down inside the 25-yard line. He's got 52 yards on just 2 carries so far. Terrible defense by Duke. Second and 13 now. Silvers is going to hand this one off to Chun, the backup running back, and he's making people look silly, rumbling down to about the 10-yard line with a 14-yard run. This Blue Devils team doesn't seem to have much going for him right now. So 3rd down and 7. Silvers is back to pass, firing, and he finds Clark Quisenberry, but it would not be enough for the first down or the touchdown, so they settle for the field goal. Troy leads 3-0. Blue Devils' first possession here. Thomas Sirk is going to keep this one himself, going up the left side, and he's got a lot of space up the left sideline, and he is down to about the 41-yard line. It is a 31-yard run for Thomas Sirk on the Blue Devils' first offensive play of the game, and that is a great start for this Blue Devils offense. Want to get this running game going as quick as possible. 3rd and 8 now. Sirk under center, and he's going to go ahead and fake this one to Reeves, and he's back to pass, and he is thrown down, sacked for a loss of 8 yards. That brings up 4th and 16. Lonnie Gosha with the sack right there. So back to this Troy offense. Back to pass is Silvers, and he's going to go ahead and fire and fits it into the tightest of windows. Throws it to the back shoulder of Katie Edenfield, and what a great catch and what a great throw right there. But 3rd and 14 now as Silvers is back to pass, and he's going to find Bentley, who makes a great catch over the middle. Jarvis Bentley probably would have had the first down if this was the NFL, but it's college, and he was down. So it went back to Duke. We went 3 and out, so it's back to this Troy offense, who's pinned deep inside their own territory, but not for long, as Brandon Burks is going to get an 18-yard catch coming out of the backfield. Now 1st and 10 later in the drive. Silvers back to pass, and he's going to go ahead and lob it on the right side, and he finds Jarvis Bentley, who is shoved out of bounds. And what a great throw right there, fitted into another tight window. 3rd down and 1 for the Troy Trojans. Silvers back to pass, fired on the left side, and it is dropped right there, and that is going to bring up 4th down for Troy. They would end up missing a field goal, so the ball will go back to Duke, but it's 3-0 Troy after 1, as they are keeping this high-powered Blue Devils offense in check so far, trying to upset the 23rd ranked team in the country. We'll see if Duke can try to turn this around here in the second quarter. So 2nd and 4 for Sirk. He's going to hand this one. No, he keeps it. And he's going to pitch out to Sean Wilson on the outside, who's going to power his way down inside the 50-yard line into opponent territory. 12-yard run for Sean Wilson. Now 3rd and 5 here. Sirk is going to fake this one, and he is going to be taken down, and that is going to be no gain, bringing up a 4th down. Great tackle by Tyler Roberts, but the Blue Devils elect to go for it, and Sirk's going to fire and find Max McCaffrey for the 8-yard reception, and that is going to be a 1st down for the Blue Devils. So here we go, back to running the triple option. Sirk pitching out to Wilson, who jukes a man out, and he is going to have the 1st down. 11-yard run right there by Sean Wilson. Great run for him. Now 3rd and 8 later in the drive. Sirk, play action pass, and he's going to be firing on the left side on a comeback route. Finds Quay Chambers. Great pitch and catch right there to Quay Chambers, as that is a 14-yard reception. Now Sirk, running the triple option, is just going to pitch this one to the outside to Sean Wilson, and he's going to walk into the end zone for an 8-yard touchdown, as the Blue Devils take the lead here 7-3 with 4 minutes to go in the first half of this one. So after a 3-and-out by Troy, Duke with the ball once again, and Sirk is going to keep this one himself and get 5 yards right there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5, and it was a pretty good play right there by Thomas Sirk. Here we are on 3rd and 20 later in the drive. Sirk rolling to his right. He fires and he finds Quay Chambers on the diving catch. Going to get 23 yards on 3rd and 20. Just a huge play right there by Quay Chambers. The ball was only where he could catch it, and he caught it. Great pitch and catch right there between quarterback and receiver. Now here we go, 3rd and 13 late in the drive, just 45 seconds left in this first half. Sirk is rolling to his left side, and he's going to fire, and it's tipped and intercepted by the defense. Nowhere really to go, just kind of fired it into traffic. Not a great decision right there by Thomas Sirk. And that would end up taking us to halftime as the Blue Devils hold a slim lead 7-3 over Troy, as the Trojans offense hasn't really done too much, but has done enough, and their defense really has been the story, as they have held the Duke Blue Devils to just 61 rushing yards here in the first half, and just 99 total yards. Very impressive job by this Troy defense. But we're going to go to Duke here on the very first possession as Sirk firing on 2nd and 22. He's going to find Sean Wilson over the middle on the post route. And that's going to be 33 yards on a 2nd and 22. Great play right there for the Blue Devils, picking up the first down. Probably could have gotten something shorter and tried to make a more manageable third down, but they went for it all. And, they got it. So that'll bring up a first down for the Blue Devils. And on that first down, Sirk's going to fake the handoff to David Reeves. And he's going to take this one himself out to the outside and then pitches it out to Duncan, who's going to be inside the 40 to about the 33-yard line. A 20-yard run would set up this field goal, as we couldn't get anything going the rest of the drive. And Martin's field goal is up. And it is good, as Duke is going to take a 7-point lead right there on that field goal. So back to this Troy Trojans offense. Silvers is back to pass, nowhere really to go, and he's sacked! Kyler Brown with the sack, and there was just absolutely nowhere to go. That was a coverage sack. We were blitzing, but he just had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and that is unfortunate. But 3rd and 12 here. He's got a man in Holmes. Drops the surefire touchdown right there. What a pass by Brandon Silvers. But instead, the Blue Devils are the one with the ball once again. And here we go. Sirk on 3rd and 8 is going to find Max McCaffrey for 14 yards as the Blue Devils are looking to take control of this game. 1st and 10. Sirk fakes it to David Reeves, going to the outside, pitches out to Sean Wilson. He's got some room on the left side. He's down inside the 20, inside the 10, pushed out at the 5-yard line. 30-yard run by Sean Wilson, as that's going to set up a 1st and goal. And now here on 3rd and goal, Sirk's just going to hand this one off to David Reeves, who's going to pummel his way into the end zone and put the Blue Devils up 17-3 here with a little over 2 minutes to go in the first half. But a little wide receiver screen for Troy on their next possession goes for a huge gain, 24 yards right there for Teddy Rubin. Now 3rd and 2, Silvers fires on the right side, but he can't find his man, overthrows him out of bounds, and that is incomplete, as they would miss the field goal. We would end up going 3 and out, give them the ball back here as time is winding down, and he's got a man, and it's Blevins, and he's down inside the 20. Can it be caught? Breaks a tackle. Touchdown Trojans. Huge play on their first play of their next drive. After the Blue Devils go 3 and out, Tommy Blevins goes for the huge play, and that is going to swing the momentum in the Trojans' favor as the 3rd quarter ends with Duke up 17-10. Trying to avoid the upset. Troy's defense doing just enough to hold Duke, under what they're expecting from their offense, and they're taking advantage. Speaking of taking advantage, it is a bad fumble right there by Thomas Sirk, as he pitched when he really shouldn't have, and the Trojans take advantage and recover this ball at the 5-yard line. And the very next play, Troy is going to walk into the end zone, giving us a taste of our own medicine with the triple option, tying up this ball game. That was just a terrible read by Thomas Sirk. Pitched it when he shouldn't have, but that's one of the dangers of running the triple option. But you got to have confidence that you can keep running it, as Thomas Sirk is just going to run this one himself for an 8-yard gain. He has 16 carries for only 3 yards. The Trojans are doing a great job of keeping him in check after that 30-yard run he had earlier in the game. But Sean Wilson going to go ahead and power his way for 5 yards, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Now on 1st and 10 later in the drive, Sirk is going to go ahead and pitch this one out to Duncan, and he's going to walk across the first down line and be taken down at about the 21-yard line, a 23-yard gain for Jella Duncan. And now 2nd and 12. It is the backup in the game, finding Max McCaffrey, as Thomas Sirk had to leave the game for a few plays, but he's back in the game now. 3rd and goal, rolling to his right side. He's got a man in the end zone, but it is a terrible throw. Throws it right to Adams. He had his man in the end zone on the slant route, had a step, and tried to fire it in there on the run. But the 3rd turnover on the day for the Blue Devils cost them what could have potentially been 7 points. And here we go on the very next play. Brandon Burke's going to go ahead for 14 yards, and now on 2nd and 10, Silvers back to pass. Firing on the right side, finds Teddy Rubin, and that's going to be enough for the first down. 13-yard gain for Teddy Rubin. And now here we go on second down and 10. Silvers is back to pass, and he's going to somehow fit it into Quisenberry. Clark Quisenberry is down and is going to be untouched into the end zone, 58 yards. I don't know how he fit that ball in there. The DB didn't exactly play it like he should have. And just like that, Troy has stormed back with 21 unanswered points to take a 24-17 lead over Duke. So 3:40 to go. Cirque running the triple option, pitches it out to Duncan, and he's going to be taken down for a 7-yard gain. Just 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Now just 2 minutes to go. It's 4th down and 12. Cirque firing, and he finds Max McCaffrey inside the 10-yard line, 39 yards. And on 2nd and goal, Cirque pitches out to Shaquille Powell, who's into the end zone. And this ball game is tied with just 1:12 to go. So here we go, 1:12 to go. Troy with all 3 timeouts. Silvers gonna fire on the left side. He finds his man Teddy Rubin, who is taken down. Big hit right there. And now with just 16 seconds left, they wasted a lot of time. Still with 3 timeouts, but KD Edenfield gets down to about the 42-yard line. Gets out of bounds. Troy saving the timeouts. And they got just far enough to where they can attempt a field goal here with 5 seconds to go. The kick is up. Is it long enough? It is! Troy takes a 3-point lead with 2 seconds to go. And Duke's only hope at this point is to run the kickoff back. Down 3 with 2 seconds to go. They could let it bounce into the end zone or fair catch it and take a shot in the passing game. But I think the best shot for the Blue Devils here is to try to run this kick back and win the game. So here we go. Rahming is back to field the kick. He's going to take this at the 4-yard line. He's out across the 20. Got some blocks on the left side. He's out across the 30. Out across the 40. Rahming got some room. Gets a block. Out across the 20 to the 10. Touchdown Blue Devils. And the Blue Devils win. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be clipping on the receiving team. This one's coming back. Braxton Deaver, that last block at the end that you saw, it was a questionable block, and they get him on it, and that is the ball game. Troy wins on the road against the 23rd ranked team in the country. Now you can't blame our loss on that penalty right there. Would it have been nice for that to not? Would it have been nice for that to not happen? Obviously, it would have been nice to win that on a walk-off kick return, but we had 3 turnovers. They had none. We had trouble stopping them. We didn't capitalize on opportunities. We let them come back. We were up 17-3, and they scored. They scored 21 unanswered, and we let them get back in the game, and they took advantage. That's all I can really say. We made mistakes, and they didn't, and they took advantage. So that was really the ball game in this one. I thought we played, besides the turnovers, decently well. There were definitely a lot of opportunities we missed, though. I felt our offense was not in sync today, but it was definitely a disappointing result, to say the least. So Duke, with this loss, is going to drop to 4-1 on the season. Still undefeated in ACC play, but that was a disappointing non-conference loss, to say the least, as that is going to drop us out of the top 25 for sure. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode of the Duke Blue Devils Dynasty. And I will see you guys next time.